Jay Davis back at it here to give everyone my very first Walking Dead Season 2 episode review video. But before I get into that, it's extremely important, if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching The Walking Dead, to pay attention to that episode title. I'll put that title in the description. If that's the case and you're not caught up, then I recommend that you stop watching this video simply to avoid any forthcoming spoilers. This will be The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode number 1. The title of this episode is called What Lies Ahead. This will be my review, reaction, recap of the episode, and keep in mind I've seen this episode many a times. I am rewatching the series to get all these episodes on my channel, and for the fact that they announced recently that Season 11 of The Walking Dead will be the conclusion, at least of the main Walking Dead program. However, we still have all the other Walking Dead shows that may or may not last past that. So, Rick leads the group of survivors from Atlanta towards Fort Benning, following the destruction of the Center for Disease Control, the CDC. Rick attempts to contact Morgan at that point, but is unable to reach him. That really annoyed me, the fact that Morgan was in the pilot episode, and then we don't see Morgan after that. You know, the rest of Season 1, and we don't see him at the beginning of Season 2. I mean, kind of fell in love with that character, and then he's just gone. So, along a highway, the group is forced to stop as a number of abandoned cars litter the road, making it impossible for the RV and the other vehicles to pass. Further, Dale also must stop to fix the RV as the pump thing is whatever gone wrong again, as it usually does. Now, as others push cars out of the way and scavenge for supplies, which Shane found a bunch of water, which is a good thing, a horde of walkers appear behind them. Now, the group takes shelter underneath a bunch of cars to avoid conflict. Andrea, who was in the RV at this time because she was cleaning her weapon, it was all apart, gets attacked by a walker. She hides in the bathroom, and she drops a part of her gun, and then the walker hears that and goes in the bathroom, and Andrea's about to get it, and then Dale, who is standing on top of the RV, or sitting on top of the RV, you know, he hands her a screwdriver through like the sunroof of that thing, and she's able to fend off the walker and kill the walker and escape death at that time. So, and then you also have T-Dog, who's actually severely cut on his arm as he was kind of moving around to different car, kind of hiding, and he got cut by a part of the car. So T-Dog's in trouble. Now, some walkers actually spot Sophia hiding under a car, and she flees into a nearby forest to avoid them. Rick notices that and follows her, and eventually he catches up with her and tells her to find some place to hide safe while he dispatches of the rest of those walkers in that area. Now, the horde soon passes, and the group returns to clearing the road. While Rick and Daryl attempt to find Sophia, while Rick is gone, Shane tells Lori that he actually plans to leave the group on his own accord. He doesn't want to be treated like he's been treated. Then eventually Rick and Daryl return unsuccessfully, not finding Sophia, and the group decides to resume the search in the morning the next day. Carol berates Rick for losing Sophia in the first place and for the fact that he wants to stop looking for her now, but it'd be impossible to find her at night, really. Now, during the search the next day, Andrea confronts Dale about her decision to stay at the CDC and giving her her gun and wanting to die on her own terms at the CDC, and his choice to stay with her took that chance away from her. She didn't want to be responsible for Dale's death. And then they kind of got away from that. Now, the group finds a small church and dispatches a few walkers inside. As Carol prays for the return of her daughter, Sophia, Andrea overhears Shane arguing with Lori about leaving, and she tells him she wants to go with him. Rick, seeing the group starting to break apart, questions his leadership abilities and also prays for guidance. Now, just about at the end of the episode, Rick, Shane, and Carl go hunting for food and to look more for Sophia and spot a deer nearby. Now, as Carl goes up closer, he wants to pet the deer, and we hear a gunshot ring out. And Carl finds that he has been shot in the stomach, falling over to Rick's shock, and that's when the episode ends. So this was a pretty awesome episode. I must say I liked all the stuff with them on the highway and moving the cars and hiding under the cars because the herd of walkers a lot more. The Sophia missing, or, looking for Sophia kind of took away from the episode, I think. This would have been a better finale, I think, than a premiere, because it was a pretty crazy premiere, and this is like the first Walking Dead episode where I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking amazing. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. I didn't watch the very first episode I watched of The Walking Dead. I started like the middle of season 2. So the finale of I would say the finale of season 2 is one of the best episodes I saw to begin with. And then I went back after season 2 was over and watched the season 1 and then the rest of season 2 to be fully caught up in The Walking Dead. But I liked the episode, though. It was good. I'm going to give the episode an 8.9 out of 10. It was a very good episode. Very good acting by Jon Bernthal as Shane. Dale, for some reason, just impresses me. I don't know what it is about Dale, but he was a good character for this show. So you've heard what I have to say. Now I want to hear your thoughts. So first and foremost, if you're a fan of The Walking Dead and you absolutely enjoy this series, when it debuted in 2010, it became a ritual to watch it. It's one of the biggest things in your life because you eat, sleep, and breathe The Walking Dead. Go ahead and smash that like button. If you hate The Walking Dead and wasted your time listening or watching to this video, go ahead and smash the not like button. If you know anybody that's a fan, whether they're a casual or super fan, go ahead and share the video with them and let them know if they're, if they want to share it to other people. That's fine too. Leave some comments, and they can be very just vague comments. Your score of the episode, your favorite character of the episode, your favorite moment of the episode, which has to be when they were hiding under the cars when the walkers were coming. Anything you want to put, that's fine. Just don't spoil future events. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to this channel, join the team, show your support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.